Welcome in the chat. How's everybody going? Leave a message. Let me know what's up. Let me know who's here. Let's get everything sorted. Let's get some trading going. Let's try and find the next 100x meme coin right now. Let me know how the music's sounding. Leave a chat so I know everything's working. Let me get everything sorted. The first YouTube live stream ever. So welcome to that. We'll just iron out some of the kinks today and get everything working even better in the future. Again, let me know how the music is. Just want to make sure it sounds not too loud for you guys, so it's all good. Hopefully the music is pretty good. All right, let's get the correct link here for my live, because I seem to not be able to find it. Hang on. Get a shareable link. Here we go. So this is the right link that we need. What is this shareable link? There we go. Beautiful. And so let's change that up on X. Let's quote that. And live now. Then let's get straight into some meme coin trading. Perfect. All right. Awesome. Hey, welcome. Hello, Warsan from East Africa. Nice. Yes, I am from Australia, James. Where are you from? Let's just get everything ironed out today. I'm from Sydney. Nice, Sydney. Do love Sydney. Hopefully the weather's still holding up over in that side of Australia. Live, let's have a look here. What does it look like? Let's have a little preview of the live stream. Make sure it looks all good for you guys. View on YouTube. Unfortunately, there will be a giveaway later on in the video. I actually do have a giveaway that will be coming out a little bit later on in the video. We'll just wait for a few people to jump in and get everything sorted, and then we will go ahead and do a small giveaway for you guys. It's actually here with MEXC. They're actually doing a $400 giveaway for you guys. Again, I will leave that a little bit later on. Wait for a few more people to join, give a few people the opportunity to actually join in on this giveaway. Again, on my first live stream ever. Why not? Let's actually go ahead. I will leave the link. What I will do is I'll leave the link in the description. Let me add that into the description now. The $400 giveaway from MEXC. I'll add it into the description. $400 MEXC giveaway today. It's only going to be in today's live stream, so only people from today's live stream are going to have access to this. So let me leave the link right here. Copy this link for you guys. You'll be able to sign up. Yeah, I'll go through the details in a moment once we give everybody the opportunity to jump in. And then we'll do some meme coin trading. Let's actually go ahead and potentially find a massive meme coin. Go ahead and do some technical analysis. We'll go ahead and actually analyze some of the social medias. So go ahead and even show you some of the filters that I use with Axiom, Currently, I've been using Axiom Pro quite a lot. I also do use TradeWiz quite heavily, but Axiom Pro is really what I've been using a lot. Do you have live every day? Not every day. This is actually my first live stream ever on YouTube, but I will be doing this more consistently. I might actually look to do this maybe 2 to 3 times a week would actually be ideal, because I'd love to have a bit of an AMA with you guys where you can basically ask me questions and we can actually go ahead and, you know, I can give you live answers. You might even say, hey, send me over a coin, or you might have something you want me to analyze, or you might even want to do some live trading with me. So I'm going to begin to incorporate this more into YouTube, because it's definitely been making a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of shorts as well recently. Definitely been increasing the shorts content. And I thought, why not? Let's actually jump into live streaming, because a lot of people have definitely been asking about live streaming. So here, James, what platform do you use to trade meme coins on? So there's 2 platforms that I use to trade meme coins on. The first platform is mainly TradeWiz. You will find that link in the video description here. Love to trade with TradeWiz. And also this one here, Axiom Pro. So really like to trade with Axiom Pro as well. Basically, they are my favorite trading platform right now. But mainly I do stick with TradeWiz for copy trading. So there's really 2 different tradings. There's 2 different ways that I trade. It's really with copy trading is one, and then manually actually trading in and out of coins. So when I'm manually looking to buy in and out of coins, using Axiom Pro, and then when I'm setting up my copy trading, where I actually use like things like Soul Squeezer, and I go ahead and find those top trending coins, or find the top trending coins, and then find those meme coin traders that are making $20,000, $30,000 a week, even more. And then I go ahead and copy trade them. I find TradeWiz to actually be the best for that. So they're the 2 platforms that I use. Again, the links are all in the video description. Wait a little bit longer, and then I will show you. We'll go ahead and we will do that giveaway for MEXC. Are you ready to continue this job? I'm not sure what you're saying, Warsan, but yeah, we'll continue on with the live stream. There is a lot to cover in today's video, so and hopefully we might be able to take a few little trades here as well. I'll be able to find a cool opportunity. James just gotten into meme coins, no idea where to start. Copy trading is profitable. It is. You do need to really understand a lot about copy trading. It's not just something that you just sort of plug in a couple of numbers and, you know, within like 30 minutes, you go from a beginner to potentially copy trading a super profitable wallet. I guess it can happen, but that's why I really have my in-depth trading course, because it does take a lot to understand the different analytics. There's so many different analytics to really take advantage of in copy trading. So let's actually open up a chart here potentially. So there is still a lot of opportunity in copy trading, but again, it does take a lot of groundwork to actually come across the right wallets, and then actually do a lot of back testing, because I do have a lot of extra websites or extra different softwares that I'm always putting my meme coin wallets into, and then using those to analyze. And there's so many things to analyze, like what type of market cap are they buying at, because that's going to affect the type of slippage and the type of coins that you're going to be buying. And there's so many different factors that to find a really super profitable copy tradable wallet, because some people are profitable but you can't even copy trade them. So again, it's still profitable, but it does take a lot of time. But it does take a bit of time and effort to actually really find these top profitable wallets. So the thing about it is that once you do find a top profitable wallet, that you can basically let it run forever. So, you know, as you're, say, manually trading on Axiom Pro, you can have your you can have Telegram running in the background and, you know, copy trading those top profitable wallets, so you can take advantage of multiple aspects of the meme coin market. I've even a couple of times been copy trading a few really profitable wallets and then been manually trading as well. And I've actually bought into some of the coins that other traders are copy trading that I'm copying. So it's like sometimes we're buying into the same coins, we're finding the same opportunities. It's for me, I just like to take all aspects of trading, and if I have a bit of spare time, okay, I will go through and I'll go and analyze some extra traders. I'll go through and see, okay, how profitable is this guy? is he worth the copy trade, things like that. So even here, we're having coin take off a little bit. Basically would have just hit its bonding curve. Actually probably would have gone into radium at this point. I'd have to double check the market cap. Trading new coins, which is good. Trading new coins, FOMO coins. Right now, if you want to manual trade, my favorite is Axiom Pro. Again, all the links in the video description. You're better off to use that link in the video description. You actually get 10% off all your meme coin trading fees. And one thing is as well, you get the direct link. I've had people reach out to me that have seen my videos on TradeWiz, and then for some reason, I don't understand why, they don't use the link in my video description. They go off and they start searching for all these links. And then this guy actually sent me a message a couple of days ago and said TradeWiz scammed me. And I said, hey, that's very unlikely. I've been working with TradeWiz for a long time. I actually work with the developers to implement some ideas and change some ideas and filters to actually make the software better. So I said, send me your wallet, and he actually sent me his wallet. And then I did a bit of a deep dive and I said, hey bro, you didn't even connect to the correct TradeWiz. You used a fake TradeWiz and then you sent all this money there. Like, why wouldn't you use the link in the video description? Because it's the correct link. You're not going to start to get scammed. So I was a little bit disappointed because that easily could have been fixed, but he decided to go off and use a random link. And these people created, you know, a sort of copy of what TradeWiz looks like. He thought it was the real thing, and he ended up losing his deposit because he didn't use a real TradeWiz. I've been with TradeWiz, literally had thousands of dollars in there at one time, and you know, nothing's ever happened as long as, you know, I guess you're competent with crypto. So it really does depend on the actual trader as well. So new meme coins, how did you like initially start to learn about stuff in the meme coin space, James? So yeah, actually initially learning about the crypto, how it all started was actually me sort of studying finance and economics back in university. So that's sort of where this all started. And then from there I was sort of really interested in stocks, and being from Australia, I sort of started to deep dive into stocks of Australia. I quickly realized Australian stocks are very much based around minerals and resources. So I quickly found that, you know, gold, lithium miners, those type, like mining type companies are really what was profitable, or what's to look out for in Australia. Pharmaceuticals as well, but you know, there's minerals and resources are really good. So that's really where it all started. I started like investing in mineral companies and resource companies and starting in the stock market. And then, you know, as I'm studying and learning even more, and it just sort of progressed as I got better with stocks, and then getting into crypto a little bit before COVID times. So that's, yeah, over nearly 6 years ago now. So I've been trading for more than 10 years. So I really had a good background in overall trading the stock market. And then I even started in the Forex market. And just because of economics, I started to get interested in the Forex market, because you start to see all the currency pairs and trade wars and tariffs and this and that have a big effects on the Forex market. And you know, learning from economics, you think, oh, I can actually might be able to forecast what's going to happen in the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. So you start to take bets, and actually, then it just kept compounding. It just got better from there. Obviously, crypto, got into crypto and then started trading crypto, and then just kept going from there. Now I'm started creating content. I had people reaching out saying, hey, you're doing really well in crypto. I'd love for you to make a video about it. And that's just how everything progressed. So for me, it's just the volatility in crypto, I guess, is what sort of brought me there. Initially, it was in stocks, but then, you know, Australian stock market might move 5 or 10% in a day, whereas, you know, you're finding meme coins that are moving thousands of percent a day. So that's sort of what initially attracted me to sort of come over to the crypto space and all that. That sort of volatility, that potential for profit, I guess, because everything moves a lot quicker and a lot faster. And then, yeah, it just kept spiraling from there. And last cycle, I was actually mainly in the Ethereum and the NFTs. So, you know, I was trading Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then I quickly realized that Ethereum was gaining a lot of traction on OpenSea and NFTs. So I jumped on the NFT space and was trading NFTs and all that type of stuff, getting on the airdrop space, like farming the airdrops and getting in early and those types of things. And then, yeah, just kept building and kept continuing during the bear market. I started all the content stuff during that, you know, bear market, all stuff, and and just kept getting better. And obviously this cycle then started trading Bitcoin again. I thought, I'm not really sure about Ethereum. Is Ethereum really going to be the next big runner? And then it was quickly realized that Solana was going to be the next big runner. So that was a real big help. So quickly just started to pivot over to Solana, just being real heavy in the crypto space. You just really start to notice like what everybody's talking about. And, you know, I'm quite heavy on Twitter. Actually, I don't have that many followers on Twitter, only 500. So if you'd like to follow, jump ahead. But I really use Twitter as a great information source. So I'm really following some great people and always looking at what they're saying and what they're talking about. And that also helps with the information flow. I quickly found out that, okay, crypto's back, but specifically this whole new meme coin space is back. So I really just deep dived into that and tried to understand. And right when meme coins really started to launch, especially like the early days of Dex Screener, and just literally spending hours and hours and hours and trading, and then sort of using that my technical analysis that I sort of had from those years of trading stocks, Forex, you know, major cap cryptos, and then that sort of transition into meme coins. So using a bit of technical analysis and then obviously just momentum here, and especially social media hype and all those other things come into play a little bit more into meme coins than say the traditional trading space, like just trading Bitcoin or spot Bitcoin or leverage Bitcoin or something like that. But yeah, I guess it's just a slow progression. Like even in the next, I know the next cycle, eventually, you know, Bitcoin will top out. I'm actually expecting probably Bitcoin to probably top out well over 150K for this cycle. So I'm definitely expecting the bull cycle not even to be close to done. Definitely expecting this bull cycle to continue on from here. So, but what will happen is, you know, eventually when the bear market happens, you know, just like sort of Ethereum sort of died off, Solana might be the next one, and we might actually have a whole new space that pops up. You know, we had NFTs, then into meme coins. It might be a whole nother space and a whole nother ecosystem that pops up and then drives the next crypto bull run. So I'm always wary of that as well, and obviously heavily trading Solana meme coins, because right now that's where the attention is, that's where the demand is, that's where the volume is, that's really where people are buying, that's where all the attention is, especially on social media. So that's where my attention is going to be when I'm trading. So, but again, I am expecting, because what happened in the past, again, everything doesn't happen the same, but it often rhymes. So if Ethereum is, you know, was massive back in the last bull run, but is basically done nothing in this bull run, you know, I'm not saying the same thing will happen to Solana, but I'm having just a small expectation that, okay, Solana's not going to be the next god coin. It will for this bull run. Bam, we already had a huge push on this coin. I'm expecting Solana to push well back above old all-time highs. Now we're at $150 a coin. I'm expecting it to push well back over to 300. So don't take what I'm saying as I'm bearish on Solana, but what I'm saying is the next bull cycle, something else will transition. You might get, you know, we really don't know. It might be AI. It might be, you know, just a whole nother ecosystem will come out, and Solana will still thrive and will still be a major coin for, you know, transactions and yield and DeFi and all these other things. But again, yeah, it shows that each bull run, it's a whole new sort of ecosystem is born out of that. So just to be wary here, we're having a big push on this Life coin right here, well above the 100K. Really just love keeping the EMA. Obviously with meme coin trading, technical analysis doesn't play 100% like it does into some other major cap coins. But again, if you do need some type of wheels to sort of guide you in this whole space. So having some basic technical analysis really does help. So definitely understanding that as well, and adding that to your trading repertoire is obviously needed. James, honestly, the best way to start with Solana meme coins, and if you don't want to spend any money, would just be to start and go through some of my YouTube videos. I've got a lot of free content out there. I've got a lot of paid content out there, but just stick to the free stuff. You don't even need any of the paid content. I've got so many YouTube videos on copy trading, on general trading, on going over filters, on going over like websites like Dex Screener. My latest website's really deep diving into Axiom, on how to use this website right here, Axiom, and all the different trackers, and how to take advantage of Pulse. And even later on in today's live stream, we can go through some of the filters that I use here. So honestly, what I would personally recommend is just go through all of my free content. I've got like 400 or something YouTube videos and at least 200 or so on Memecoin. So really just focus on that content and just start from there. Begin to add that, and yeah, if you want to progress further from there, there's always the option, but there's so much free content that I've got out there for you. So just take advantage of that, to be honest with you. In copy trading, which is good, TradeWizBot. Personally, I use TradeWizBot. I've absolutely loved TradeWizBot. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's the fastest one that I've used, and personally, yeah, it's been the most successful for me for copy trading. One thing that I do find specifically with copy trading is it's a lot easier when we do have the overall bull run in crypto. So when we have the overall bull run in the Solana coin, in the overall Solana, then what was that? Okay. So here, like with Solana, even let me just show you back on trading view, like even during this run right here in Solana, during this run right here, like copy trading was just extremely easy. Oh, sorry, this run right here, even during this small bear run, but it actually during this run right here and during this run right here, copy trading was extremely easy because we found Solana going from 120 a coin to 250 a coin. It's up, you know, more than 100%. So it just made it really easy to copy trade because a lot of these traders who were trading were making boatloads of money during this period of Solana going up more than 100%. And very similar here when it went from, you know, roughly 160 and doubled, nearly doubled. This period right here, this couple of weeks or basically just over a month, was also super profitable with copy trading because everybody was just making absolute boatloads of money. So that was one aspect to it. And obviously copy trading, say during this small bear run and even during this period here, just wasn't as profitable. And not because copy trading isn't super profitable. I do really like to focus on manual trading, but copy trading definitely works as well. But during this bear run where Solana's running from 300 down to 100 and it's down 66-70%, then, you know, it makes it a little bit hard to copy trade because the traders who we're trying to find are also struggling because there's not as many opportunities. You know, there's not as many meme coins coming out that are just going up 100x. You'll find that a lot of meme coins might just quickly pop up and then they drop all the way back down because there's no momentum. Nobody believes in it because the overall Solana coin is dumping. But what I'm expecting, and what I do expect right now with the high probability play, is Solana to then come back above old all-time highs. And during that period of this bull run where we're getting strong big green bars to the upside, that's going to be a period where it will be really easy to copy trade because traders will be making a lot of money. And if it's easy for those traders to be making money, if we're also copy trading, that will make it easy for us as well to do so. So that's just another thing to be wary of. A lot of people were, you know, through this area here saying, oh, copy trading doesn't work. Well, it does work, but the thing is here is even the traders that I was finding, a lot of them were just having really bad weeks. So it's going to be, if they're not making money, well, how are we going to make money? Because we're copy trading, we're copying their trade. So if they're having negative trades, then obviously that's going to be an aspect to it as well. So just something to keep into account. Hey, Sid, don't want to butcher your name. We'll call you Ali. That will make it easier for me. Where do you copy trade? I actually copy trade using TradeWiz. You can find the links in the video description. I personally use its Telegram trading bot. So I find it to be the fast one for copy trading because copy trading is quite important of speed. The thing is obviously because we're copy trading, what needs to happen is the initial trader who we're copying needs to take the trade. Then our software needs to detect that and then instantly needs to then put our order into the market as quick as possible so we can quickly capture, you know, the trade. Because what could happen, especially with some of these super profitable traders, is they're taking a trade and they have 10 traders behind them copy trading them. So if you come in really late, everybody's bought, the price has gone up, and then you come in to buy high. So a very important aspect of copy trading is the speed at which your copy trading bot is executing. So that's why I use TradeWiz, because it's the fastest. So when the trader takes a trade, TradeWiz detects a trade and then puts our trade into the market as quick as possible. So that's something that you definitely want to take into account. And obviously you want to increase your buy and sell gas fees to incorporate that as well. Make sure they're high enough to ensure that you'll have a quick transaction speed in the market as well. So TradeWiz is my favorite. I'll save it a little bit longer and we will do the giveaway. So we'll save it for the 30-minute mark. Looks about 3 more minutes. And what I will do is I'm just going to grab a bottle of water and then we'll come back and we will do the giveaway. So we'll do it in about 30 seconds. Just give me half a second. Hopefully you can hear this music. I might just turn it up just slightly for you so you can enjoy a little bit of music in the background. All right, give me 30 seconds. I'll be back and then we'll do this giveaway. All right, let's do it. Giveaway time. Let's jump straight into it. All right, so this currently doing a $400 USDT airdrop to one of you in today's live stream. So the event ends in 5 days. Thanks to MEXC, I reached out and mentioned that I will be doing my first live stream ever on YouTube. And they said to me, hey, John, we would love to give your followers a giveaway. And here it is. So they're offering a $400 giveaway. You can join using the link in the description. I've left it as the top link. So you can scroll down and have a look at that. Again, the event ends in 5 days time. This will be right here available. I'm not eligible to participate because it is my airdrop. So it's obviously for you guys to get into. So right here, you need to complete the tasks. So here the task is to sign up through the Jon Trading event. You've got the referral code right here and it's also linked in the link if you use in the video description. You will need to make a net deposit of at least 100 USDT during the event, but you do have the option, but you do have the possibility of winning the 400 as well. So why MEXC futures? Obviously, I like trading on MEXC as well. They're just really, really easy to trade in and out of on perpetual markets. So we could come over to their market right here, and it's really, really easy to trade like Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the large major cap cryptos. Come over to this market section right here. So again, thanks to MEXC for sponsoring this first live stream. Again, $400 giveaway. I'll leave the link at the top of the video description or the live stream description. I'll come back to it and mention it also a little bit later on in the live stream. So if you would like to participate, jump into that right now. Now I'll even have a look for a potential Memecoin trade. Probably do this live stream for about an hour. So we've done 30 minutes now. We'll do another 30 minutes and we'll try and find a live Memecoin trade. So let's jump back. Do we have any questions here? So is your free content kind of like beginner guide to getting into meme coins and the Yes. So James, definitely my YouTube content is more beginner friendly because I do have some paid content, a few courses And that definitely goes a lot more in depth because we go into, you know, tens of hours of content where we're really going over real in-depth aspects. I'm not just, you know, in YouTube in a 20-minute video, I can only really touch on some of the aspects, but I can't really deep dive into it. Sometimes it would take hours to really tell you all the information and everything that I know. You know, I've been trading for so long. There's so much information that, you know, you do need to understand. Excuse me one second. So the free content is great. I personally would really focus on the free content. I wouldn't even worry about the paid content right now if that's not something you're interested in. There's so much free out there. And then once you get interested, okay, you start to try some of the things that I'm mentioning in the video. You start to have some success, and then you might say, okay, I see the worth in it. We'll go ahead and purchase a cheap course, and then, you know, from that information, I'll be able to, you know, potentially be even more profitable. But just start with the free stuff, because that's going to be the best way. You're going to even see if you gel with me, if you like my content, if you like my teaching style, if you know, you're able to understand how I'm explaining things. There's a few things, you know, not everybody gels with every teacher. So that's why even it's a great way to just jump on my YouTube, watch 30 minutes of content, watch an hour worth of content and say, okay, oh, actually, I like Jon. He explains it well. He goes slow, and he goes through every single point that that I need understood. So again, that's just something that could be personal preference as well. Also, would you say it's possible to make a K a week from copy trading? Now, again, James, I'm always focusing on two types of trading. My main and specialized trading is in the manual trading, using technical analysis and using some order flows and volume and these types of things to be able to predict where the market is going. But in addition to that, what I found is what I like to do in my spare time is also add in copy trading. So what I first tell people is you need to be successful in manual trading, and once you are successful in manual trading, you can then also understand aspects of traders who are, you know, can be successful in copy trading, and then add that into your portfolio. Because I'm manual trading every day, so adding the copy trading in as a bonus is sort of, you know, extra. If I'm able to say trade during the day and make $500 or $1,000, and then I at the end of the day come and look at my copy trader and he's able to make a couple $100 for me as well by the end of the day, it's just like an added bonus. So really, I'm always focusing on manual trading and then adding in that copy trading aspect as well. So what coin are you trading? I'm not currently trading this coin. You would see that I'm in a position. I was just following it along. Actually, back right here at about 70K, I was actually interested, but I had so many questions coming through that didn't want to actually buy in, but I probably could get into a small purchase of even 0.1 or something. I just buy 4K market cap coins. Yeah, look, this is personally not my strategy, but I can understand because that's what they're launching at. Like you can see here, all these coins launching 4K, 5K market cap. Yeah, it could be a strategy. I've even got these soul sniper bots that like snipe bots. There's even TradeWiz even has one where they snipe bots as soon as they're launched, and you can put in all these different filters. It will automatically snipe for you and all these different things. So there's so many different aspects. I personally, if I'm going to be buying these early coins, I do like to be manually looking at them. But again, there's so many different ways to actually trade this. And what was this other coin that I opened up? I'll exit out of that one. See if there's any opportunities. I do like, so what I usually do is in this poll section of Axiom Pros, I have the new pairs. So you got all these new pairs right here. But then, and I'll leave that. I don't really add any filters to the new pairs. We'll just have all the new pairs just popping up, bang, 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 bang. And then in the... And then in the final stretch section is when I actually add some filters in, because what I want to filter is the best of the new pairs. So you can see sometimes a few of them are coming in because I have some quite stringent filters on here. So I'm really, to be honest, only the best coins are ever going to show, the best of the newest coins are ever going to show up in this final stretch section. So if no coins are showing up right now, potentially there's no, you know, 100x opportunities. Sometimes some will pop in and quickly pop out. But again, I have some quite stringent filters. And then in the migrated section, here we've got one, Bonk AI. Okay, that would be instant scam or rug, because you can see the volume versus the market cap. It's definitely not saying you want to see. Even coming here and changing some of the filters, like getting rid of the minimum market cap as well. Like if the market cap is 60,000 to bond, well, I don't want to be seeing 50,000 market cap coins. So I'd put in the minimum market cap at 60,000 as well. So instantly we're only seeing coins that have at least hit their bonding curve. Even here, that looks like a bit of a rug one because it's got no volume. Yeah, instantly you can just see I've just been trading for way too long. You can just MC volume. Just go over here. This one and this one looks like two potential opportunities. This life on it, I was gonna buy back in here, but we will. The next opportunity we see, we will get into. Yeah, not really loving this unless we get a breakout above the old highs. But even then, aside from all your free content, do you have any other channel or resource recommendations? Yeah, well, again, I have paid content out there, so I've got, you can check out all that's in the video description as well. So I would recommend that if you really wanted to deep dive much further. Ooh, we're a little bit late on this one. Look at that little runner. We'd probably need a breakout above all-time highs. We could take a small trade on this. We're gonna have quite a tight stop. Yeah, we should have got in. Let's have a look. Quite liking the volume on this one. Yeah, see, a bit of a runner. I was looking to buy here and I would have had my stop at 40k. Bam, we would have already been up more than 60%. Yeah, these runners are easy to spot. I should have just got in for 0.1. Yep, easy to spot. You can tell. It's just easy. Like this trade, the reason it's easy is because... All right, let's just analyze here, and probably should have been a little bit quicker, and that's why with meme coins, you do have to be extremely quick. Let's do a bit of an analysis on why this trade would have been successful. Now, right here, this was where I was looking to enter on the trade. Obviously, you would know, if you've been following a lot of my content, this blue line on the chart is the 20 exponential moving average. It's my favorite moving average. It's actually my favorite indicator. It very well displays on the chart the overall average direction, the overall average trend. So what we've seen right here, right at this point, we saw 3 strong pushes to the upside. 1, 2, 3. Now this is a very strong point right here where we're either going to get a crash below this low, and that's where my stop would be, or we're going to get a nice strong push up above old all-time highs. Now the reason I really like this trade is because when we look for the entry here, we instantly know where we're going to get out. If the price gets anywhere below this region, that's our exit, because the overall structure of the trade has completely changed. Even here, we could actually look for a trade here. Just a small 0.1. Buy on this EMA retest. Let's get a small trade in here. And again, easy for this trade. Where my stop is going to be, let's just remove all this and we'll go through it again in a second. I know exactly where my stop is going to be, right in this region right here. Let's see if we get a push, because the reason I like this is because we've pushed. We initially had this three pushes, 1, 2, 3, initially acting as a bit of a resistance. And then you can see initially was resistance, but right here, what happened? We got the breakout. Okay, we might have to get out of this position. If we do, that's completely fine. Everything's not going to work 100% of the time. Just get ready to get out if we need to. And nope. No, we didn't get stopped out yet. We're not out. We need to go below the line. Can it hold? Let's wait on for this. Might even just get out at a little bit above break even. Because I do actually want to go through this trade quickly with you guys. It's actually some really valuable information. Just sort of want to get out so I can go through it so I don't have to stare at it. Let's just wait for this. It's funny that exactly where I had my stop is exactly where it began to turn. It's just makes sense why my stop is there, and I just want to explain that to you right now. Let's just get... If we got to push above, then we'll have to stay, but if we come below this bar, we'll get out. It depends what's going to happen right here on this bar. If we get to push above, we'll stay. If we get to push above this bar right here, we'll stay. If we get to push below, we're going to get out. Depends on this exact second. Let's have a look. Give it... Okay, we're out. Okay, transaction confirmed. All right, tiny loss there, tiny loss. All right, let's refresh this page so I can get the trade off the screen because I want to show you. I don't want all these lines on the chart. Oh, can we get rid of the trade on the screen? Oh, we're not able to get it off the screen. Okay, I really want to show you this right here. So, this initial trade. How can I can't get it off, can I? Oh, that's fine. With this initial trade, the reason I love it is it's so obvious where I'm going to have my stop. My stop is going to be right in this region here. And as soon as we push above the old high at this 100K market cap, that's going to be my sell. So you can see I'm buying in at 60K market cap. My stop is going to be 40,000 market cap. That's a 50% stop. But my profit margin is going to be nearly 100% because it's from 60K to 100K because that $100,000 market cap is going to act as a resistance zone. So that instantly I know that's why I love this trade. And I was slightly just too slow when I realized it and was trying to analyze it to see where am I buying and where am I selling. You can see what would happen is makes it really easy. I knew exactly where I was going to sell. I knew exactly where I was going to sell and buy. And that's why I should have got into the trade. But that's also why the trade is extremely fantastic. But also that because we're buying back on the 20 exponential moving average. So right here, easy to know where I'm going to put my stop loss. Easy to know exactly where I'm going to get out of my trade. And we're right back at this 20 exponential moving average. That's another reason for the trade. Also here we can see this region. Initially we came up, made a bit of a resistance, and resistance. So this region was initially acting as a bit of a resistance zone. But once we get the breakup right here, it's very common to then come back and then support in this zone right here and then look for the continuation because of how this structure was. Initially resistance. When you get the breakout, it swaps to a support. It's called a support to resistance flip. And again, it's something that I really have gone through a lot in all of my trading courses, and actually something that I go through a lot in my free YouTube videos. So you can find all of this content out there for free. So that's why I took this trade, because I saw we've got the support to resistance flip. Now we did have a bit of a dip below, and the reason here is I knew that my stop had to be right in this region, right below this bar, is because that was the last swing low. When we made this strong push to the upside, this was the last swing low, and any price that goes below will mean we've now begun the downtrend. And you actually see, I will expect over this time, as I'm analyzing this coin, the coin will probably slowly drift down to this $20,000 market cap. And that's why I instantly wanted to get out. There's one more thing that I do want to show you. So again, all these trading skills you need to use them to your trading efficiency. So instantly I knew where my stop was going to be. And if we scroll in, look, my stop wasn't hit. If you saw the trade live, like you just saw a second ago, you would have seen I hovered my mouse over it, but I didn't click it. Because why? We didn't hit our stop. We didn't go below this bar on this blue line. We were just slightly above. Reason being, that's where my stop was going to be. Then what I saw in this region here, we started to make a push to the upside. And what I said is I need a push above this bar, or if we get a push below this bar, I'm going to be selling. The reason being is because we actually began the uptrend. And this was another higher high, lower high scenario where if we broke above this high, that would mean the uptrend is still in continuation and we're making a higher high, higher low, higher high, making that second higher high. But if we don't get a push above, we've actually began the downtrend and we're making lower low, lower high, and then moving down to the lower low. And that's why I said these two bars were extremely important, If we got the push above this bar, I would have held onto my position. I wouldn't have looked to sell. I actually would have expected price to push at least to the 100K region or well above that 100K region. So I would have held onto my position. But when we got the break below in this region, that gave me the confirmation that the downtrend is still confirmed. And then we get that downtrend. And look, what did I just say to you in just a second ago? As I'm talking about this trade, it's going to continue down to the trend and down, 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 and it's going to hit 20K. What just happened? You can see I've been trading for way too long. I understand exactly how to trade meme coins. Now, it's not going to work out exact every time. You can see I bought in here and I had to just take this small little loss, but that's because the trade didn't do what I needed it to do. If it pushed above that high, I would have held on to the trade and I would have made a healthy profit. But I just made a tiny, tiny little loss because I quickly realized that this trade was going to downtrend. And you see, look, I was in at 77,000, and if I still held, I'd be down 70% right now. Do you see how I was able to spot that it was either a hold or a quick sell because the downtrend has been confirmed? So you do need to understand that these skills take time to acquire, takes time to learn all of these skills, but I've been doing it for so long, quickly figured out the downtrend was confirmed, and bang, we just lost a very, very small, like 5% on this trade. Instead of actually, if we held on to this trade right now, we'd be down nearly 75%. So you can see how successful, actually, this was a successful trade. We lost 5%, but this was an extremely successful trade in my opinion. Overall, let's come back here. Buy meme coins for the max you can lose is 10%. Well, Jon, that's actually incorrect, because if you're buying a meme coin at a 4K market cap, the maximum you can lose is not 10%, because if you buy at a 4,000 market cap and the market cap then goes to zero, literally zero, then you've lost 100%. So not sure what you're saying about only losing 10%, but you might have your maths incorrect there, or maybe you might need to correct me there. Maybe Joe, trust me, if you're going to use anything for meme coins, it's extremely useful. I was able to instantly determine where the trend was going to go. I said live we were going to hit 20K. The price is now at 22,000. If you don't think the technical analysis is useful for meme coins, it's unfortunate, because it's definitely useful. Now, I'm not saying that is the be all and end all. Actually, in these 100x coins, technical analysis really isn't the only holy grail. Actually, there are some other aspects that definitely affect the coin even more. But if you need to have it, you need to have a basic understanding of technical analysis, because even here, I'm not even going off any social media hype. I was able to instantly analyze this coin and find that, okay, it actually breached the downtrend. Downtrend has been confirmed, and I sold out and I saved myself 80% on the trade. So BTC news today. Trust me, it's been very successful. 1 second to 15-second time frame. Use the 1 minute for the direction. 15-second to 1 second is definitely an aspect. Like I said, you need to be using some type of technical analysis. Now, mine will be the be all and end all. But it's definitely going to be useful. See what else is going on in the market. See what else we can find. That's at a 500. A lot of copies today. A lot of Optimus. Chan, token info, top 10% of holders holding 26%. The developer isn't holding any coins. He made $250 and yeeted. That's an interesting one. Yeah, this one's going to be a hard one to get into. But you see, that's why this 15-second time frame was so successful. You'll be up over 50% buying back at the average price. You do need to understand why technical analysis works so well is because some of these traders right here are bots, and they're programmed to do very specific things like buy back at average prices because the bot knows what the average price on every time frame for this coin is. So I find it extremely funny that people say technical analysis doesn't work. It definitely works. I do know that there's better analysis to be done on meme coins, but right here when we're actually a bit limited on opportunities, because you can see in my final stretch here where I'm finding the best of the early meme coins, we're actually got none. So that's sort of just giving you a bit of a signal that, you know, right now, you know, we're not giving 100x opportunities, but there's still massive opportunities. We just had one pump, 50% coming back to the average price. Let's continue on and have a bit of a look. This one I already had a look at. Yeah, instantly scams. You can just see the volume to market cap just doesn't make any sense. The market cap's 300,000, but it's only had $200 in volume and $400 in volume, so they're just scams. They're just fakes, so you just be a little bit careful there. Even this might be a little bit too late. 2 hours old, 4 hours old. May 4th. Oh, May the 4th be with you. Interesting. Interesting. What's going on here? 1 minute. Oh, we need to get 1 minute time frame for these ones. Zoom out a little bit. What market caps were they hitting? This one here. Yeah, topped out around 400. What's May doing here? Yeah, again, just technical analysis here just makes trading it a lot easier. You just want to be trading in the direction of the slope of the exponential moving average. If the slope is up and to the right, we have a positive slope. It just makes it easy to know that we have a much higher probability of going up and to the right. Whereas right now, when we look at the current price, look, the EMA is down and to the right, and it just shows the price is just making continuous downtrends. Question, what filters do you use for new pairs and final stretch? If you're in the final stretch, we can come over and actually have a look in this audit section. So I actually have a pair age maximum of 10 minutes. Actually, we could increase this right now because we're not finding so many opportunities. We can put 20 minutes. Top 10% of holders holding a maximum of 25%. Developer holding at least 1%. So I want to be making sure the developer's holding. You can take rid of that, but again, developer holding does help. Sniper percentage, maximum 20%. Insider percentage, maximum 20%. And bundle percentage, maximum 10%. Then for the metrics, I'll come down and put a minimum 6,000 market cap just to get rid of some of those 4,000s. And here we go. Yeah, there's not too many opportunities, especially when we're having a lot of trending coins. I do get a lot of opportunities through here in my trending. We've been here buying back on the 1 minute EMA won't be the worst, but the thing about it is you're buying again. See, let's compare this trade to the other trade. Okay, so let's say we're going to buy at this 20 exponential moving average as soon as price touches. Where does your stop need to be? Well, your stop needs to be all the way here, 32,000. Where's the decent profit target? Well, probably 150,000 is going to be one profit target. So with the 80,000, we're buying at 80,000 market cap. we actually can lose more than 60% on our stop loss. So we've got a massive stop level because this is where it needs to be regardless. That's where the price structure is. That means that's where our stop needs to be. And on the gain, we have probably about, 60, 70%. Let's call it 80%. So we nearly have a 1-to-1 ratio. Whereas on the other trade, I had a 40% loss potential, but I had like 120% gain potential. So it's like a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Whereas here, I basically have a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Now that type of risk to reward really doesn't interest me. So I won't take the trade as much as it could come down, hit 80,000 and do exactly what I said, hit 150. Well, the risk to reward really isn't here because if we do come down and we have to hit my stop, well, I've just lost too high a percentage of my account. So it just doesn't make any sense. Can somebody comment on the music sound, the actual like the volume of the sound? Is it quite low? Can you hear it? Do you guys want a little bit louder? I'd just like to know for a future reference, for future live streams. Just want to have a bit of background music so you know people can enjoy. And looking at my OBS, it says it's a little bit low, but I also don't want to overpower you guys with too loud of music. So if someone could leave a comment on that, I'd appreciate it. Just on the volume of the music, if it's good or not. Don't forget as well, guys, I'll mention it again. MEXC, I mentioned to MEXC that I was doing my first ever live stream today on YouTube, and they said, we'll do a $400 airdrop giveaway to one of your followers. So if you'd like to participate, check the link in the video description. You have 5 days to participate. I believe you need to deposit at least $100 during this event. Those are the task details, and you'll be able to claim your $400 position airdrop. Similar tokens, yeah, there's a few similar tokens. No, not really. 4chan, 8chan, not really actually. Look here. Jeremy, it's up to you. You don't have to do it if you like. It's just something they offered to my followers, so yeah, if that's how it sounds and don't sign up, that's fine. It's completely fine. I'd participate if I could, but unfortunately, as you see here, I'm not able to participate. I'd love a $400 free trading bonus. You know, take advantage of this next Bitcoin bull run, but no, you don't have to. I'm trading meme coins right now. Yeah, Iceman, I guess. Yeah, that's why I always sort of love Twitter, and I have Twitter on one of my screens basically at all times because yeah, that information flow is just unbeatable, really. Let's see, can we find any other opportunities? Has anyone here in the chat caught any big opportunities lately, or in any coins? Anyone catch a bit of house coin or anything like that? How's everybody's trading been as of late? Ooh, Jake, interesting. Why is this one pumping? This one's been around for a minute and it's already migrated. What the fuck's going on? Oops, I shouldn't swear. What the F is going on over here? Top 10% is holding 70%. That's a bit scamuzzy. Jake, 9 hours ago. Interesting. Ah, that's why. Look at that, bam. That's also why I love Axiom. You just instantly hover and we can see this is why this Jakey guy with how many followers does he have? With 200,000 followers, literally just posted. Interesting. Yeah, the information flow on Axiom. Jeremy, not really, to be honest with you. I don't usually focus on migrated, but right now, like I mentioned, I'm really just not getting many opportunities in my final stretch. So, just, you know, while I'm live streaming with you guys, I'm just opening up coins, just having a look at things. Yeah, why not, I guess. But yeah, I do. My favorite is to really focus on the final stretch and really have those filters honed in. Somebody, developer sold. Even with this, we just come back to the 15-second time frame. We're seeing the EMA downtrend. All I want to do is just buy on trending coins, and technical analysis just makes it really easy to be able to find trending coins. I want to find coins that are trending, that can make me money today, can make me money right now in this, you know, in the next few minutes. And coins that are uptrending solidly, well, doesn't look like much is going on here. I love this information as well on Axiom, where we come down to this token information, see top 10% of holders, developer holding what percentage, sniper holding, insider percentage, bundle percentage, burn, are they paid on DEX, pro traders holders, yeah. All right, guys, we'll be live for a bit longer, so if you do have any questions or something in the chat, leave a question for me now so I can jump on it, have it answered for you. We'll do it for, let's do about 10, 15 more minutes. So if you do have any more questions, yeah, happy to answer them for you. Ah, you see people. Yeah, okay, interesting. See lols. Still trending this J, keep going. Who's? Why is this guy? Oh, Soul JK. Okay, we'll give him a follow actually. You know, this is 9 hours ago. This is definitely not something I would want to jump into. Yeah, that was this dodge. Chan. See with here, that's why, again, I just love using a little bit of TA, because a lot of people back in this area might be like, oh, here, we need to buy, we're starting to make an uptrend. You look at the direction of the exponential moving average, down and to the right. That tells us the highest probability right now is a continuation of the downtrend. Now, when you have the break and the EMA finally flicks up to the upside and we're using it and riding it like a wave, highest probability continuation to the uptrend. You can just see it because we're just continuously making lower high, lower low. We make a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and guess what? We made another lower low. And if I had to bet again, I would still bet we're going to make another lower low, but it might not happen. We might break above this price. Where? What that would then tell me is then we might look for a higher high in this region. Then we might get a break above that high. And then that would tell me that the continuation of the trend is on. I'd go to a longer term time frame. I'd confirm that the EMA is still trending to the upside like it is now. We have a strong trend to the upside. And then I would go ahead and buy. And I'd be using these market cap levels to help determine some levels to sell. I'd be, if 100K, I'd be getting out at 250, be getting a little bit at 300, at 400, at 500. Using those market cap levels to really, you know, scale out of that as well. Sol Carp, can you take a look? You know what, Jeremy? I will take a look just for you. But I'm not expecting, I'm assuming it's this one. I do not like it. Yeah, it's just too trading rangey for me. I don't really like this type of trading action. I could instantly tell it was going to be like that here. Because look here, look at just the first couple of hours of trading. Watch this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That just gives me absolutely no confidence in the coin. It just tells me that if this is what we're doing from 2240 to 4, so the first 6 hours of trading, we're trading within this tiny little box. We didn't even break to the upside at all. We didn't even barely break to the downside at all. We just stayed in this like square box. That sort of tells me that maybe that's going to continue. And look, we scroll out to the right and we have a look. What's basically happened? The exact same thing. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, this is just not a coin. You know, you want coin to be completely breaking out to the upside. We want to be looking at house coin, for example. Like, let's just go to the daily of every coin. Like, does that just not, it's just like completely different. There is no up and down. It's like stair-stepping to the upside. There is no like up, down, not even, you know, you're getting this stair-stepping pattern, come back to the EMA, huge breakout, back to the EMA, huge breakout. Makes sense. Like even the 100 mil market cap, everybody sells out at 100 million market cap. It's just very common. It makes sense. It's just a lot of the times it's 10 cent. If you change it over from right here from market cap over to price, this 100 mil range is 10 cents. Like I said, 0.1 cent. It's 10 cents. So that 100 mil market cap is usually, you know, significant because of round numbers and things. So yeah, understanding all of this in trading is very, very important. Again, I would recommend to use Axiom Pro for live trading meme coins if you're manually trading. If you do want to deep dive more into copy trading, then that's something you should check out in my YouTube videos and use TradeWizBot. Again, make sure to use the right links, because I mentioned earlier in today's live stream that I had someone that reached out to me saying that he got scammed. But what happened is, I don't know why he didn't use my link in the video description. He went out and tried to source his own link, and then his deposit was scammed because he put it was a completely fake website. Like, just use the link so you're not, everything is safe. It's, yeah, I don't know. It's just a little bit confusing there. Jeremy, is that something you're trading right now? Sol Carp? Yeah, I'd be very, very careful of coins that are basically just moving like that. All right, guys, we'll do 5 more minutes. If you got any more questions, hit me up. 5 more minutes. First live stream, 1 hour and 15 minutes. I think that's absolutely fantastic. What do you guys think? Make sure to smash the like button, leave a comment if you guys are enjoying the content. I'm going to be putting out more shorts, more content. I I want to be live streaming more. I've actually had a great time in my first live stream. Thanks for everyone for leaving some comments and actually interacting. It's made today's live stream actually really, really easy and really, really enjoyable for me to just happy to really give as much information as I can. I've just love trading meme coins, and why not? Let's all learn together. Let's just crush this market. Let's get into the meme coin trenches, you know? Interesting. Okay, interesting. Well, you've seen my take on it. So you say yes. MEXC, you mentioned. Yeah, they're currently doing a $400 giveaway. Thanks, Ivan. I appreciate it. So they're currently doing a $400 giveaway. So if you'd like to join up, jump in the video link, first link in the description. Use that for MEXC. The next link is for Axiom, then for TradeWiz. Yeah, I mentioned to MEXC that I was actually doing my first ever live stream, and they said, hey, John, we'd love to just do a giveaway for you. So if you'd like, we'll do that. And I said, okay, sure. Congrats. Thanks, Ivan. So does dev selling off mean a coin is a red flag? It definitely is a bit of a red flag. You know, it's not the be all and end all. A lot of the times these developers, they're really just trying to make a quick buck. They don't even understand how big or how the potential of their coin could get. But, you know, seeing like the developer buy and then instantly sell on the first pump, you know, it's a little bit of a red flag. But as I said, sometimes that it's not the biggest of deals, because some of these developers, they're just pumping out so many coins every day and they don't even know what's going to pump. And as soon as they, you know, hit, they've got certain levels that once they make 300% of their initial investment, or, you know, X amount of their initial, they'll just get out. So sometimes they're not even tied to the coin at all. They just have like set parameters that they just sort of, they're like a robot and they just follow that. So which platform do you use for meme coin trading? So I use Axiom Pro. Cold Shadow. Use the link in the video description. You actually get 10% off all of your meme coin trading fees, and you get free access to Axiom Pro, because you actually need a referral code to sign up to Axiom Pro. So if you use the link, then you'll be able to get free access to that and 10% off all of your trading fees. And again, as I mentioned, for copy trading, I do use TradeWiz. So I've left that link in the video description as well. And also, they do give you 10% off trading fees on TradeWiz as well. So really loving to trade on both Axiom Pro and TradeWiz right now. So again, smash the like, check out all the links, and if you'd like, leave a comment right now and I'll answer it right before I jump off. Most people don't want dev in unless it's an AI project. Yeah, as I said, Jag, like, it actually doesn't matter too much, because a lot of these developers, yeah, they're not even going to matter. But, you know, for a lot of these larger coins, you know, we don't just want, you know, just a developer to come in and sell. We want someone to get behind the project, to, you know, come in and have a bit of a marketing plan and potentially have an actual utility plan, you know, have a game or some type of utility for the project. So, you know, it's what I will say is you're not going to find many $100 million or even $1 billion projects where the developer has just bought and sold in the first, you know, short period of time. Which filters do you use for new pairs? So as I actually mentioned in the new pairs section, I don't use any filters. I leave all of these filters off, because this new pairs section, I just like to be seeing all of the new coins coming in. Literally, as they're launching, I can see the names, I can see what's popping up, what's potentially trending. It's only here in this final stretch section that I begin to add some of my filters, and then also in the migrated section, mainly just for today's video. I don't really always focus on the migrated section, but for today's video, there wasn't that many coming through in the final stretch. So I just put some basic filters like, you know, minimum market cap just a 60,000. Even putting a transaction minimum could be pretty good, like a volume minimum, maybe like 40,000 or something. Yeah, it might help as well. Even this J-Coin is still trending, but it's just not something that I'm really interested in just because it was posted so long ago. So this guy was just trying to build off the hype. I guess there would have been a small trade here and you just put your stop there, but that's not really. Yeah, personally, guys, I wouldn't listen to what Jeremy is shilling out in the comments there. But hey, it's all good. Everybody has their own projects that they believe in, and they want other people to believe in. It's fine, Jeremy. It's fine. But yeah, just be wary. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. I've absolutely had a great time with all of you. Smash the like. Check out all the links for Axiom Pro, for TradeWiz, even that $400 giveaway for MEXC. You get huge discounts on all your trading fees. And thanks for tuning in to today's live stream. I'll actually see you in the next one. Thanks.